Welcome back, YouTube, to Blueprints. Day 87. So I took a day offline in this file to do some research, and was going to continue to do so until I realized that we had marked down this particular day as a day that I may want to try to interact with the closed exhibit, because we, of course, had found a note about the first Tuesday of the month being a day where they had like the different guards posted in that room. So it's, you know, far from a given that we're going to be able to draft it at all, but I definitely wanted to at least stream a chance at that being a thing. Also, probably want to go ahead and look for Schoolhouse again today, because I still need to do some more research figuring out what the heck's going on with some of these sigils, because I'll show you in a moment here after we figure out what our outer room is going to be. Okay, yeah, that's not going to affect things too much, I don't think. I guess I'll just take the red room protection, even though I don't know if that's really going to matter either. I guess, yeah, there's not much else to be gained from it. So, here's what I've been working on. I've got myself a spreadsheet now. So I managed to figure out the symbols, or at least what I think are all the symbols for the different Sanctum sigil puzzles. And now I'm just trying to figure out the other components to it. The border lines, moats, and ray style. As you can see, I've got quite a few of them filled in to the best of my ability. I'm not certain on basically any of them, but we have at least enough for me to go try some of them, and maybe they work, maybe they don't, but at the very least we'll be able to make some kind of progress there. So I think I'm going to try to draft closed exhibit today, and failing that, I will head right down to the sanctums. Although, actually, I guess there could be an argument made for going down there immediately, because we want to throw the north chamber lever anyway. So, yeah. Might as well just head down there now, I guess. And we'll put some of these to the test. I did buy the bird plush, yeah. I wanted to mention that too. I actually tried out dare mode just for my own entertainment offline, and I managed to have a pretty successful go at it. So I thought that could be something fun that we could try together too. I wanted to earn the dare mode W on stream so that we could import that profile and make further progress on the trophies here. Because I think if we can do that and then... Oh, right, yeah, I forgot we did that. I think if we do that and then the parlor trophy, I think we have 7 out of 8 for the trophies that we need to buy blue tents from the gift shop. So, there's an objective there too, at least. Yeah, if I get a little stuck on the sigils, maybe we'll try that. And then maybe even try curse mode as well, and then we could get to the 8 trophies that way and possibly be able to just buy blue tents at that point. Alright, so we'll do this. Yeah, Doodle, like, I'm so encouraged by the fact that there's still quite a few people who are as invested in this as I am, you know? And I still badly want to see it through to the end, despite the fact that it's getting more and more difficult the deeper we go. But, yeah, no, I still have a ton of motivation. This game is so special. Like, that's a large part of it, too, is just, it's such a good game that I can only... Like, I just can't help myself in wanting to see as much of it as I possibly can. And to solve it on my own as much as I possibly can. Anyway, here we are back to the inner sanctum, and I've got the sigils lined up with what I believe are the correct regions. Of course, we've already done Arinda and Fen, so I think we want to try Kuraca now, because that is the one that I am the surest of. Blue I don't think is actually a color available either, so I guess we'll just try orange there. So we've got orange, roads, academic, and snow. So if you don't know what that means, there's the Realms and Runes book in the library that breaks down the section of the Sigil puzzle that is denoted by those elements of the region. Either the colors of the region, which is shown in several places for the regions, including the postage stamps, which we actually found last time and ended up being a big help for putting a lot of these pieces together. The method of travel is for the amount of lines. The culture of the region will designate the moats for the puzzle, and then the style of the lines, the ray style there, is the weather, which unfortunately I was really struggling to get a lot of information out about that, although I'm pretty sure I might have overlooked some things and or misunderstood some things in that regard. So anyway, we're here in the Kuraca puzzle now. I know for a fact the Kuraca is academic because I found a note in one of the drafting strategy pamphlets that mentioned the universities of Kuraca. So that one I am certain about. And academic moats are represented by the 3 lines, which I gotta remember how to actually change the moats. I believe it's this one. Oh wait, these can change interior things as well, can't they? No, they can't change the actual moats, right? Okay, so that's fine. With the academic one we just passed by, there it is. So this is academic. We got that covered. We want the orange border this time, and the orange border is represented by the triangles. So we're going to turn our outer wheel here until we find a triangle design. I think that's right. Let me double check this. Sorry, I've got like 5 different things open to try to solve this. No, that's yellow. There's orange. There it is. Okay. So there's that. We got orange, we got academic. I believe roads are the method of travel for this place, but I'm a lot more certain about snow being the weather. So I'm going to go with that first. And then if the overall solve doesn't work, we can try different kinds of travel and see if that'll work for us. So snowy weather is denoted by dots along the lines, or along the rays. So I think if I change this one, or is it this one? Oh, but that changes the outer thing too. Okay, so I'm gonna have to change the border once I've found the correct ray style here. So we're looking for dots along the lines. There they are. And then we're going to have to look for the orange border again. Nice. And now the last thing is the roads, which is 4 rays in a non-cardinal direction pattern. I don't remember what this is, like the diagonals. That's the arrangement of those. So to get to that, I believe we're changing this one, which unfortunately is also going to change the border again. We're looking for the crisscross applesauce ray pattern here, which is not that. There it is. Okay, now we got to change the border again. This is very involved. All right. I believe this is right. That's very satisfying. Wow. Okay, that was obviously not a ton of time spent putting in the actual solution here, but trust me, that was a lot of time spent just trying to figure out what the hell that was. Okay, that's a big W right there. That feels pretty great. And yeah, sure enough, the colors of Kuraca in the snow. Oh yeah, that's nice. And there's the Kuraca postage stamp as well. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up the mountains to attend to my correspondence. And I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I have visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Ooh. Immediately we get another hint for another sigil. Okay, this is actually really encouraging, because I felt like I was running out of places to look for hints here, and it seems like we're going to be able to find more hints from these postcards that we find from solving the other sigils, so that should be helpful. So that means Vera is desert/heat. Let me check the actual breakdown here to see what that's really going to be. That is going to be heat, just straight up heat. Okay. Awesome. That's really big. All right, so now... Well, first let's check the other side, which I'm guessing is just another Morajai box. Far from the port towns of the lesser islands, the academies of Kuraca were among the last strongholds where the puzzle-backs fought spread. Unlike other realms whose regional rule variations emerged organically over time, the students of Kuraca designed orange tiles by committee, voting on student-submitted designs and picking the one they felt best represented the realm. When these tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. Right, I did start to notice that, yeah, is that well, that was on my other file where I still had some Morajai boxes, but they do show the colors of the regions as well, which is cool. Okay, so I'm guessing we want to do the orange here, right? Yeah. Doing my typical, just click things and see what happens approach. Okay, that's doing something now. Okay, there we go. So that's got that there, and then... Right. Well, I say right. But I don't know what's right. Yeah, this is still mostly just black magic to me. Anybody's ability to solve these. I'll spend more than my prerequisite 30 seconds with it this time, though. So if I want to get an orange to a particular place, how do I move an orange? I think we have to have an adjacent space available. And then... the orange tiles, what does it say? When these orange tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. I see. Okay. So if I surround it, then I can get that to change, but... Typically, you move an orange by rolling it. You can pick it up, too, although that's putting more work on yourself, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. These puzzles just are really the opposite of the entire rest of the Blueprints experience here for me. At least this one's got music with it. But, yeah, I just don't enjoy the process of trying to solve these one bit. So, I'm not going to try to force it. Okay. So that worked out. Let me refer back to my spreadsheet again here. So the next closest ones I have are Araja and Morajai, both of which I'm feeling pretty confident about. The trains I'm a little worried about because everything I saw led me to believe that the trains are no longer there. Like, I think they were all destroyed, but perhaps they're still, like, you know, they still identify that way, I guess. So let's try Araja with what we've got here, and then we'll just have to try a few options for the Ray style. Okay. So, unfortunately, the Ray style is going to change other elements of this. Having to try different ones, but let's at least just do one attempt here and see what happens. So, we're going to set the lines amount first, I think, which is going to be train. And train is... It looks like it's got these two and then one from the bottom. It's kind of like a Y shape on the lines. Which is this one, if I remember right. Oh, my bad. My bad. Forgot the notes are on the screen. There we go. Found it immediately. Nice. Okay, the motes this time are going to be poetic, which is gonna mean we're looking for little flowers. So let's find those. There you are. Okay. And then we want to do the... What was that? The violet border, right? Okay. Which is going to be little dash lines within the border. All horizontal. I think. Is this it? Maybe this is violet. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. And then it's probably best that I take note of which of the Ray styles I am currently trying so we can rule some out. Okay, so at the moment we're just doing straight black lines which indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. So we'll try this and see if this works. Okay, so we can rule that out. Let's go to the next one. And the Ray style, I want to say, was the... which damn thing was it? This one, I think? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Which, thankfully, that does not change the motes or the line setup, so that's convenient. But we do have to reset the border. There we go. Okay, so now we're trying foggy. Not foggy. Okay. So we'll go with 3 lines, which is rainy. Just double checking we've got all the other things set up still. I think we're good. Nice. There we go. Alright, apparently Araja is rainy. Which I figure I might as well go ahead and mark that down still. There's another 2 solves, man. There we go. Doubled our Sanctum solves in one day. Beautiful. Yeah, that's cool. There's the old Araja post stamp as well. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story I've ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Oh, he's speaking Arajan down here as well, which makes sense, I guess. I just realized, too, I should make a note here that he travels to Vera after going to Araja, because I'm fairly sure that the 8 Realms in 8 Months puzzle in room 46 has to do with these postcards. And I think you're supposed to figure out the order in which he was traveling. So I'm going to say it goes Vera and then Kuraca, right? Yeah. Kuraca after Vera. That's a good note. Okay, cool. Even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Alright. Cool. I like this little building here. This is neat. I feel like we're supposed to be gaining more from these little doodads that they're putting on the tables with this, too. I haven't been playing for a long time, Dragons, but we have done a lot in this short time today. Mostly putting my homework to use again, which is proving very effective so far, thankfully. When violet tiles were introduced, they were created as a simple reflection of the variation first introduced by Arch Aries some years earlier. When violet tiles are pressed, they move south. That feels like a political statement. Baer, could chat help you with the box? I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, it's... So long as they're just providing allowance, they honestly don't really feel that important to me either. Like, I know allowance helps, but it doesn't really feel like a huge priority, you know? What happened to last time? You just pushed them all until he solved it by accident. Yeah, I keep hoping that's just gonna happen again. But it's just not working out. I mean, I don't know how the hell to get them to move up if all they do is move south. I guess that's incorporating the other rules, isn't it? So yellow was... Oh, no, wait. I don't know if we've learned the yellow rule. Okay. Oh, yellow moves up. Okay. And then... That's just switching. Yellow rises like the sun. That's a good mnemonic device. Well, not mnemonic, but... Good way to remember it. Right, no, yeah, it never moves down. So easy to remember. Again, this is just allowance, right? Like, I'll sit here and commit some level of effort if we actually need the thing that's in there, but yeah, okay. I'm good. Cool. Well, goddamn, dude. 4 solved. Unfortunately, it is beginning to feel more and more like the individual solves here are not going to yield too much for us. I think the real reward from this is going to be in the solving of all of them. But yeah, I think I can at least do Morajai as well. So let's give that a try. And I might even be able to do Arch Aries. Let me try Arch Aries real quick too, actually. That is this one. Because I kept thinking it was blue, but blue is not actually an option on the borders. So this must be black. But no, Arch Aries was black. I don't think I know what color Arch Aries is supposed to be. Because Arch Aries is the northernmost area. So maybe we shouldn't do this one yet. We'll come back to this one. Morajai is looking very promising. Let's try that. You guys like my little custom drawn sigil icons on my spreadsheet, by the way? Really putting in the effort, dude. Let's see. Okay, we're looking at white. Well, let's start with the the moats and lines again here. Lines first, I guess. So, travel by boat will be the full set of lines. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. Okay, so that is all 8 lines. I hope I didn't start with that and not realize it in before I did. There we go. Okay. And then, what are we looking for? We have agricultural. I'm pretty sure about that one for Morajai. I can't remember exactly where I saw that, but I remember that one being a very confident selection. So that's like a little seed-looking thing for the moats. Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay, and then... hold off for now, Ebony. I'll ask if I need it. Then we want the white border, which is the little dots. I think that's it, actually. No, that's black. That's white? Yes. Okay. Alright, so now it's coming down to ray style again. I don't think it's going to be plain. I feel like it's a safe assumption for Morajai because it's an island that it might be heat as well. I don't see any reason why there should only be one ray style per region. They could all share regional characteristics. So let's try heat first. Well, I mean, I've already got this in. I might as well try this. Glad I did. Would have wasted a lot of time. All right, cool. So Morajai is just plain. Just plain old weather over there in Morajai. Works for me, dude. Yeah. Wonderful. Oh, I thought this was going to be a new kind of puzzle box, dude. Everyone knows weather only happens in one place in the world ever. Yeah, exactly. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Gyoro, I am just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books, as I've noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of a surprising... Or no, it is boat. Wither. Yeah, no, it's absolutely boat. We put in boat. I think you confused the line amount with the ray style, possibly. Okay, okay. No further info here as far as I can tell. I also can't tell... After a short sea voyage, which, you know, that's to be expected, I guess. Oh, I bet... He says it's a short sea voyage, so I bet he's coming from either Kuraca or Vera. And we said that it was Kuraca after Vera, so I bet he goes from Vera to Kuraca to Morajai. V to C to MJ. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is just right. Yeah, this is just the standard Morajai box. Maybe I can do this one. But I doubt it. Oh, I'm looking for white. I didn't realize that. How did I make more? I got one to disappear, I think. This one was the hardest, in my opinion. All right. Let's save some time. With apologies to the Morajai lovers, man. I know, I'm sorry. Okay. Where does that leave us? That's all solved. So, unfortunately, as you can see, I have yet to really land on anything for Nuance. I am completely in the dark still on this one. And Vera, I've only got 2 of the 4, so I'm not feeling great about that either. Arch Aries, I'm starting to realize I really just don't have any idea of what the color is. So, let's maybe stop here with the sigils for now and go try our closed exhibit. And then we can come back here after maybe finding some more information. You have a full sigil on your sheet? Is the one that we haven't done yet? We did Araja, Kuraca, and Morajai, right? Yeah, and those are the 3 I've got filled in. Because we've got 5 done now. There's a red one. Yeah, it's Arch Aries. It's this one that we've already done. Oh, you're talking about my lost and found sigil note. Right, yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't piece that together, thank you, because I didn't know where the heat was, and oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah, okay, so this is, we found a long time ago. Thank you for pointing that out. I totally would have missed that. A long time ago, we found this sigil section in the lost and found room. And I pieced it together, and the sections that we find on that screenshot are pink, spiritual, and heat. So I was trying to figure out what area has at least one of those 3 things, because that's absolutely going to be the other sections of that in that case. So there we go. Yeah, we do indeed also have the Vera solve. So let's do that. Or supposedly, anyway. And this one shouldn't be any guesswork either. I'm 100% on the turtles on this one. If it's not turtles, I'll be very mad. Alright, so we're going to start with the heat for the ray styles, which is going to be the wavy line again. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it's this one, right? That's the jagged. There we go. Okay, and now we are looking for turtle travel, as we're all so familiar with. So that's going to be the cardinal directions and then 1 line to the top right. I'm already forgetting which one is which again. There we go. There it is. For the motes, we have spiritual, which is going to be the circle thing. when we see it. There you are. And finally, the pink border, which is going to be the weird up and down pattern. Like this. Alright, I believe this is also correct. Excellent. Excellent, dude. Big plays today. Alright. Turtle. They got some big-ass turtles in Vera, dude. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I own that I have deeply loved my time here at Vera. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my brother have been relentless. As I've gotten older, I find less and less occasion to recollect on such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly, which has not lost a single speck of charm, are the famous turtles. Each visitor of Vera, upon arriving, is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration of their stay to serve as both steed, guide, and companion. I'm still under the spell of island life, even if the weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai. Wait, what? Oh, I think I had it wrong. He must have gone to Vera after Morajai. I guess it could have been Morajai, then Kuraca, then Vera? That could make sense. I think. So it goes MJ... Vera Kuraca? Ah, shit. We're gonna maybe come back and look at these again later. When we're in the process of solving that puzzle. I'm less Ajai? Yeah, me too, it turns out. They were never as popular in Vera as in other realms. I am a Veran, through and through, it turns out. Pink tiles were eventually introduced based on the Veran people's devout respect of the sacred circle. When these tiles are pressed, all adjacent and diagonal tiles rotate around the pressed tile. You know, just on the off chance. I got no idea how to make others, dude. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, cool. 6 of 8, man. Holy shit. So the only two left now are Arch Aries and Nuance. Which, again, unfortunately, I really have no idea what's going on in Nuance. But there's probably some stuff that I missed that I could look into again. We'll hope that we get, or we'll hope we can get a schoolhouse day here too. Let's see if we can draft the library. Yeah, I think we'll just head up to the library. What do we know about Arch Aries? I'm fairly sure that it's Train. We'll go ahead and pull this up again real quick. I'm like 90% on Train. I'm certain it's Stormy because of their stamp, I'm pretty sure is what it was. A lot of this stuff is blending together because I've been studying so many different things. But the stamps had a lot of information, and I think the Arch Aries stamp was Stormy. And then the Train comes from the History of Arendia, I'm pretty sure, the first edition, where they talk about the trains running along the entire eastern continent. Okay, anyway. That's a big measure of progress there, obviously. And now we are going to try to draft closed exhibit. Should be a little easier with our massive stockpile of goodies today, too. Yeah, that's handy, Spam. I remain worried that the amount of Morajai boxes that we've been presented is like in preparation for their inevitable, like there's just gonna be like a fucking, it's gonna be like a Morajai boss rush. And I'm just gonna have to confront my worst foe. That would, I suppose that would be like an appropriate final boss for me, wouldn't it, though? If I really want to earn my keep here in blueprints. It's just a 21 by 21 grid Morajai, yeah, Jesus. Okay, so I am essentially just looking for closed exhibit today. And library, I guess, to a lesser degree, but closed exhibit without a doubt. Let me get some dead ends in here. Maybe I can kind of try to go for the dead end thing, too. I think we have to do 20 dead ends in order to get the trophy from that, which is another trophy I think is very attainable, actually, and one that I should consider going for. Dormitory, by the way, holds a lot more Kuraca information. Let me do courtyard here. No items to start today, unfortunately. Alright, yeah. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot I had put the request in for this. Okay. Let me very quickly skim through this again and just like I'm just kind of putting an eye out for either Arch Aries or Nuance information, because I've already read this, but I could very easily have missed something. Yeah, Land of the Northern Storms here for Arch Aries. That's very clearly a stormy place. Wild and Untamed Expanse. What are we actually looking for Arch? We want to try to find the colors of Arch Aries and the culture. So if we can find either of those in the book, that would be nice. Northern Mountains of Arch Aries. Yeah, the stamps are upstairs as well, so we'll take a look at those and see if there's anything I might have missed. Actually, you know what? I didn't look at the... I just realized this. I didn't look at the stamps in my file. I think I looked at the stamps in my other file. I might have a Nuance stamp that I just didn't ever look at from here. Oh, this is fun. I didn't realize they have a little window up here, too. That's neat. No. That's where it's supposed to be, I think. I'm surprised we haven't found one. Okay, Arch Aries must be one of these two, right? So this is, yeah. So this is the stormy weather stamp from Arch Aries as well. But I thought it would be... I guess it could be white, because I saw this and I thought just maybe blue. But again, blue is not actually one of the colors available, which is what confused me about the Kuraca one initially, too. I guess it could also be white. I'll put white, maybe? White question mark? Okay. I also see 3 blue stamps on the page, yeah, which is infuriating. Yeah, Kuraca is orange. I think it's the dormitory has those sigils in there. Again, it's all fucking blending at this point. Okay, anyway. Back to book study for a second. I don't think I missed anything. Yeah, because I remember all of this. This is one of the exam questions, by the way. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years. Arch Aries stands united. The spruce and birch that span across our realms. Again, we're looking for culture of Arch Aries. We're looking for the colors of Arch Aries, neither of which I think I have seen. So, yeah. Okay. Maybe I could go to mailroom again. Maybe I've failed to see everything in there as well. Might have been a postage stamp. Might have been the Nuance stamp that I missed in there somehow. Oh, sweet. Nice. Okay. I'm not actually sure where closed exhibit can spawn either. I think it might be another one of those ones that only shows up in the center areas. Drafting the other library doesn't really help us anymore either. Let's get kitchen to make sure we got steps for today. Okay. There's our free passageway. Love that. I do want to get the workshop on this board at some point, too. Give us the chance of finding that last combined item we're trying to find. Yeah, I guess it's planetarium here. What was on this note again? Oh, yeah, it's just a list of the constellations. I think study might be one of my most drafted rooms. I think it might be one of my least drafted rooms, hilariously. There's lost and found again. I don't think I actually care that much, though. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're sheltered today. This is pretty good for today, then. Yeah, that's a solid idea. Oh, is that a... Yeah, it's a prism key. Wow. It's a strange find. Okay. A prism key and a secret garden key. Damn. Well, alright. I guess we'll try to find a secret garden today. Oh, I might have wanted to draft a red room out of that, actually. Commissary's better. We got a ton of money today, too. Give me all of it. Yes, please. I actually need the magnifying glass for some studying, too. Can make another shop here, but I think I'll just go ahead and use the normal key. Bedroom solid. Chance boiler room could lead to something we like, though. Let's allow for that. Let's get the power going here. Maybe it connects the closed exhibit in some weird way, too. Who knows? Although, come to think of it, I guess I want less powered rooms, maybe, if I am really looking for that closed exhibit after all. I also feel like I need to go back to the center here. Or back to the start, rather. Because I have 0 keys, and I'm down to 5 gems already. I think I need to spend a little bit more time stockpiling resources so that we can draft successfully today. I'm going to grab a couple of bananas, too. Oh, prism key to draft off the shop to get the armory. I didn't even think about that. That's very good. That's nice. Oh, true. Yeah, closed exhibit might be able to get us a... Or, yeah, prism key, rather. We might be able to get exhibit off a red room. Ooh, buying out the showroom is a possibility today. I think that's quite smart. Oh, maybe even get the master key? Not this time, but we can get an emerald bracelet, which is pretty awesome. And ornate compass. Ooh, ornate compass is great. Emerald bracelet might be more useful, though. I think I'll start with this. And then also maybe buy Silver Spoon, yeah. Because we're likely to get a secret garden here, so that's going to get some serious value. And then I'm going to draft out of entrance hall again. Heading off to the left. Gift shop doesn't really matter anymore, right? And terrace doesn't really do anything either at this point. Security makes a lot of sense too, while we don't have a key card. And I can also get the experiment started here, which is really nice. Alright, there we go. It'd be funny if this affected the likelihood of the closed exhibit drafting as well. Because we're technically decreasing the chance of security doors showing up, right? Okay. Very much hoping we can get an experiment that lets us clear some boxes in the tunnel as well. I'd kind of forgotten that was a thing. Another big lead for us to try to follow up on. There it is, nice. Each time you find some trash while digging seems like a fairly safe bet. Let's try that. And then if we can get into foundation, we got a good chance of at least removing one or two boxes. Cool, dude. Okay. So digging spots are going to be a lot more valuable to us now. Oh, yeah. Furnace is good, actually. Oh, wait. Unless I'm sheltered from furnace. Oh, no. The one time I actually want furnace's effect to take place. Oh, shit. Alright. I mean, it might still actually do it, but I don't think it is. Yeah, okay. Well, we can be sheltered from weight rooms hit here, which is pretty nice, too. That is our last red room, but I think I'm okay with that. We got the lever, too. Nice. Of course, we get to throw open the antechamber here. Loving that upgrade to weight room, man. Okay. Still looking for a lot more money for showroom as well. Observatory's okay. That would allow us to re-roll rooms as well. I feel like that alone is probably worth going for it. I wonder if by some sheer stroke of luck, maybe there's something in here that points us in the right direction. Bird and Sons Publishing makes me think there's something going on with the bird again. Let me just click through this while we stretch real fast. I don't think we're gonna find anything in there. Yeah, it's the whole book. Nope. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see. Keep heading out this way. Shrove? Okay, sure. I mean, anytime we can find this, especially without a gem cost. Probably ought to do it. So, I'm gonna self-report on this one. Well, first of all, Trove is actually massive here, I just realized, for our chance of buying out the showroom. In fact, did we just do that? I think we might have just bought out the showroom with that. The other thing, though, is I did run into Treasure Trove when I was doing some offline homework, and I just disregarded the note, man, because I am certain there's information to be gained from this, and it probably has something to do with the goddamn Sanctum puzzle, too, but I just am so sick of it. It's so annoying, the way the Treasure Trove works. Just like the complexity of the messages, man. We're gonna have to connect like 4 or 5 different threads, and I might just have to refer to some other notes, I guess, in order to actually decipher what the hell's going on with that, but I don't even want to necessarily use the key. Maybe if we've got keys to spare by the end of this, we could give that a look, but it just makes me mad. I think I do take walk-in closet here, actually, because we can still go out a passageway and maybe connect a foundation from there and still head out this way from boiler room, too. Oh, there's the key card, okay. Might as well reset that while we're here. I missed one note and I ended up finding a list of all the trove notes in order. That might be one where I just kind of accept that might have to happen. I think I'm gonna be all right with that. Yeah, I'm gonna be going for that for sure, Dan. But while we have a different way to get to this point, I feel like it's okay to probably get the extra advantages from walk-in closet there. Plus, that removes another dead end from the draft pool, so it makes it less likely that we'll hit the dead end up this way. If I can find 2 gold, by the way, I'll be able to buy out the showroom, and that's already going to be another trophy today, which is going to be massive. So I'm really hoping we can find some money here. Ooh. Break room, I guess, is kind of okay here. And does lead us to foundation as well. Alright, that'll work. Let's do some math. 20 minus 10 is 10, times 2 is 20. 11, 8, 8, 2. 12, 16, Jesus, 11, 22, 2. Okay, cool. Alright, the one time we're praying for trash. Let's go. Oh wait, no, nothing of interest is the worst possible result. No, at least be garbage. Ah, shit. Oh, no luck from that. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Yeah. Man, good goddamn thing we were sheltered here. We'd be screwed. Okay, so we're going to be sending the power this way first, I guess. And I believe dark room is powered with the boiler room, so this will work just fine. I was wrong. Shit. Well, I guess we're taking a chance here. Oh, we can do the red room thing now. But then I wouldn't know if it's closed exhibit or not. I feel like I shouldn't waste that. I mean, even if it's not the closed exhibit, I guess. Well, no, yeah, I need to try to get it off a red room, like the archives or something. Maybe even then that'd be bad. I think I want to roll the dice on this. And I don't know if closed exhibit is powered, actually. I'm just rotating for fun, mostly. I guess I'll try this. It's aquarium. Okay. Cavoli!
Welcome back.
Thank you very much for the resub. 44 months. Welcome back in. Appreciate it. Please give him some bear hugs if you got them. Thanks for showing the love. Oh, it didn't even occur to me. Yeah, if it's going to be a red room, then that costs gems, right? That, yeah, let me piece that together. That makes sense. Damn. Alright, so we're going to rotate this and send the pantry down so we can use these other 2 rooms. And then that gives us the gold we need to buy out the showroom, which is awesome. Hooray! Getting plenty of steps today, too. And I think we can do a secret garden here. Cool. That's helpful. We'll throw open the other antechamber doors. No dig spots in this garden, unfortunately. That's a shame. I don't really want to commit the time to flipping the lever over here, but that absolutely feels like the attitude of someone who's probably gonna need that other door open in about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna fight that instinct and go for it. It's illegal to dig holes on your own property without a permit. Isn't that, like, actually true? I guess it depends on where you live. Well, don't tell my dad. He decided to dig up his entire goddamn front lawn. Put rocks in it. I don't think he even asked his HOA. Didn't give a shit. Alright, well, every antechamber door is open. That's kind of cool. Still no closed exhibit. I don't want locksmith because I want to keep all the rest of my gold here, so let's just go get a free key from hallway, I guess. We already got a lot of keys, but might as well have another. Oh, that's fun. Just replace the apple. Damn, yeah, steps are going to be covered today for sure, man. Might even want to try to get the breaker box before we go this way. It's not entirely outside of the realm of possibility here. Where am I going? Back to showroom, right? Yeah. I wonder if I should... Oh, yeah, I guess I can't do a new request yet, can I? Nana. Let's go, dude. Oh, shit. Of course. That's so rude. Come on, man. God damn it. You haven't bought out the contents yet, have you? There's still something on sale. Yeah, it might be time to say goodbye to Henry, huh? I think exchanging Henry for a trophy is a trade that I should make. I know how that makes me sound. I am also disgusted with me. Hall of Mirrors into second trove easy. Fuck it, let's do it. I think we do look for the breaker box here as well. See if we can reset that dark room. You'll need him later. I believe it, yeah. Archives is just too risky, I think, man. Free Rotunda's pretty sick, though. Great place for it, too. Let's head over to the right for a bit. Man, we're almost actually to the antechamber already here, huh? You'll look so silly when you get to Sinclair's ultra-secret inner sanctum vault with a pig-shaped lock. Again, I don't know if you can come up with an idea that sounds insane enough to not be at least, like, 1% plausible. Because no word of that feels like it's impossible at this point. It's a great cloister spot. I get locked behind a 30 by 30 Morajai grid, right? Hey, sweet, crate removed. Hey, sweet, crate removed. Hey, sweet, crate removed. That's already another big success. Let's go. I mean, we need all the money we can get, I guess, right? You know what? I think that's worth a redraw. Let me see if I can find... Oh, wait, no. We've already done... Did we do both of our pantries already today, or just the one? I think we have another pantry in the draft. Damn, okay. How many Mechanarian doors do we have? 1, 2... Just 3, I think. Storeroom's good for the gold, I think. Let's do that. I'm currently eating an orange and a banana, so I have +9 steps to the day. That's a big boost. You got a silver spoon. Could be doubling that gain. There's the mailroom. I did want to look at that again. Could rotate either patio or casino to get down this way, though, is the thing. I don't really want to waste any chances at finding closed exhibit today. Casino also has gold. So I think that's a good enough reason. We also have the lever if I want to do the big fancy spin. Let's wager 20. Well, honestly, it's not even really worth it. The odds that we're gonna get more money out of that are so slim. I don't think I do that. Oh, yeah, we found it. All right, moment of truth. So, nothing different as far as I can tell. On Tuesday, there will be 3 royal guards stationed, 2 of which will be wearing black gloves in lieu of the traditional white. It would be wise to sacrifice almost everything to avoid the white-gloved guard striking only when he takes a recess. The 2 black-gloved guards have been instructed to bind, blind, and gag themselves to spare us the precious extra minutes it would take to execute that task on their behalf. I was fairly sure that this was the first Tuesday of the month. Which I think I don't know if it said it here. The first of each month. Yeah, the first Tuesday. Oh, the routine changing is on the first of each month, not the first Tuesday of each month. Which, again, I'm pretty sure was today. Because it's day 87. Day 1 in the estate was the 7th of November, right? So that's day 3 and then 10, 17, 20, 27, 41, 48, 55, 62, 69, 76, 83. Oh, it might have been day 83, actually. Okay, I might have just had a completely wrong lead for this. Huh. Darn. Alright, I guess I missed it. Well, that might have been a one-time thing, and I think it actually might have been day 83, and I just miscalculated. There's no... That can't be right, though. Maybe it's just any Tuesday? Because there's only going to be one first of the month that is a Tuesday, and that wasn't even the one, I guess. There's a day calculator available online if you don't consider that cheating. That is very handy, actually. Yeah, I might want to use that. Alright, well, I don't think this is going to be any different today then, unfortunately. Man, shame. Alright, well, if that's the case, I suppose we just spend the remainder of this day just trying to find dig spots so we can remove more crates. Also trying to find 100 gold, yeah. So we can buy out the showroom. Hey, Baer, how many hours in this game so far? Let's check. Including my other files, I am up to nearly 80. Which is totally insane for a game like this, for me in particular. Alright, so Vault would be big, if we could find that here. Pool's fine, likely has some additional goodies. We can also rotate Pool to go this way, which is a little bit more effective for us. Also have a sledgehammer. Well, that's a little closer, at least. If you have exactly 2 shops, double your gold. Sadly, not the case. But there's Henry. But I don't know, man. I don't think that's a wise choice. Another gem. Baer, you had a good thought on the closed exhibit when you first drafted it, but you haven't really explored it further. I may have to ask you to remind me what that thought was. Lest I be forced to go listen to myself speak. Oh, here we go, man. We got an allowance boost today at the very least. And 2 more cents. Sweet. Oh, maybe. Probably wise. You said the one non-door wall looked like a door. Oh, duh. It's foundation again, dude. Draft behind it. Okay, we gotta try that. And then we could probably take a fucking power hammer to the wall. Oh, my God. All right. Yep. Nope. There we go. Thank you for the reminder. That's 1,000% it. Yep. That's just what it is. And then there's the closed exhibit. We'll just go ahead and make that common. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Glad we solved it. This is standard. This is standard. Sweet. Thanks. Yeah, no, that's absolutely got to be what it is. Okay, so we know what we're going for there now. Let's go get the allowance. Let me take a look at the 8 rooms in 8 days thing again here, too, just so we can brush up on what's going on with that. Yeah, I think Trophy Room's going to be my next target for an axe, if I can find one. Hooray! Alright, so here's the 8 realms in 8 months thing. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that what we're trying to do here is just identify the order in which the Baron visited the realms, which immediately of note, the fact that there are only 7 realms, therefore he must have visited one of them twice. And I don't actually remember why I have this written down, but I seem to be under the impression that he ends and begins in Fen. And then I have those other little notes from what we were doing today, but I'm fairly sure pins number 1 and 8 are there. Everything else is still kind of just a mystery, but at least we... Yeah.
Hey. I have a team meeting at 7:30, so I might not see you all day.
Boo!
I love you.
Make him cancel it so we can hang out.
We haven't had one all year. We usually have one every other.
Love it. Anyway, yeah, we know what we're going for there now. Just gotta look out for any kind of clues about the Baron's travel. Okay, anyway. I was actually just thinking to myself, I wonder if there's anything in here. 'Cause I haven't been in here in a while. I feel like the crests must be trying to tell me something too, man. But I'm trying to see if we're still looking for any kind of information about Nuance and the colors and culture of Arch Aries. So feel free to shout it out if you find anything that might have anything to do with those things. Yeah, we're all looking for 100 gold out here, aren't we, buddy? Let's draft out of Antechamber for fun. Yeah, we'll go check on the crates today for sure, PK. Workshop's still good. I mean, with the amount of items we've got, I certainly hope to be able to put together whatever the hell we got left to do here. Okay. We've done this. Got so many things, dude. We've done this. We've done that. Oh, I remembered a thing. I found this when I was doing my homework. We're going to make this, actually, because... Well, maybe not. Let's see if we get the armory. I found another interactable, or at least something that I'm pretty sure can be set on fire. And I'm going to not tell you until we get there to stop you from confirming or denying it. But I'm pretty sure I found another thing that can be set on fire. Or lit. In some way. It's lit. What is it? It's lit! What is it? Except he just told us it's in the armory. It did sound a lot like that, but no. Yeah, we got so many keys, dude. No money in here, though. Baer, you want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face. Get it out of there. Get it out of my face. Freezer would be killer here, yeah. I might actually remove Henry from today's pool. I'm pretty sure I don't actually want to break Henry for this. It doesn't seem worth. I feel like we're going to need him for something else. I was going to just do Dovecoat. Yeah, that's good enough. This is also another couple of dig spots, which is nice. Oh, hell yes, Olgrid, thank you. That was a killer run. I'm still riding that high from Monday, honestly. That was a wild day. There we go. All right, we've removed at least 4 crates today, too, so that's pretty sick. There's the trophy room. Yeah, I guess so. It's probably not really going to matter. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me try this. I want to see if I can find some more dig spots from somewhere. I don't know if we have any left. Vault is good. That's pretty close to the money we need. Dovecoat into Vault is very funny to me. And we actually might be able to get this. Oh yeah, I forgot we have coin purse now too. That's awesome. I should check these things to see if there's any information on them. For the sigils. No, it's just the Fan Aries one again. The Fan we know is red already too, right? Arasian, yeah. I don't think that really helps. Yeah. Not seeing anything else. Oh! This might be for the castle puzzle. Hang on. I think I should make a castle puzzle section. Oh, I already did. Okay, good. We have I, D... Oh, this is 100% for the castle puzzle. Yeah, because it's got the same letter structure. So... That's probably either the second or third letter of the top words, which I'm still trying to consider. They might not actually spell anything, any words that I would be familiar with. They could just be like Arajan. So I don't think I should try to look for any kind of structure to these. But I will write down the I and then the D. And then blank, 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 blank. Idiots. Yeah, honestly, that's... Might as well, right? You guys don't write ID on your ID so you don't forget what it's for? Certainly a lot safer. Okay, we are running out of rooms, obviously, here. I'm honestly not sure if we even have the rooms available in the draft anymore that would get us the money we need. Which makes me very concerned for the possibility of even being able to get this showroom thing in the first place. Yeah, I guess we could always just try to gamble casino and... Oh, office would do it, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, if we can find office, that might be the solution. Plus we have the steps, too. Just wander through everything. Rumpus Room... Ooh, Rumpus Room might do it. Yeah, that's true, because we have the coin purse. We might get enough just from that. Exclamation point suggest list, I believe, Jake, should lead you to it. I think that's the right one. I think it's a vestibule here. So we can get all the way to the other side. I could just take funeral parlor out, I guess. Pantry's 4 gold. But I don't really want to draft out a dark room. That seems too risky. Yeah, I think this gives us the best chance. Although I don't know if office can show up on the west side. Hey, you're today's winner, Dargatan. I'm so glad we're still getting people coming to that realization. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, I think that's got to be it. Give us the best chance at it. $128 steps is crazy, dude. Well, that does reduce it to dark room. But I think mailroom makes sense both for the benefit for tomorrow and also to give me a chance to maybe find any information I might have missed. So let's do that. Okay, we're going to look at all of our letters again. Let's see if I somehow missed the nuance stamp somewhere. Good thing we got the magnifying glass here, too, actually. There's the Arch Aries postage stamp. There's the Morajai. That is Vera, I believe. Oh, there it is. Oh, shit, dude. How did I not see that? Why was that not in my library? It's right there. That's a fucking blimp, dude. That's a green blimp right there. Green aviation. All right, so weather and culture for nuance now is all we need. Or really just one of the two, actually, because we can brute force the other. We can kind of see, it's looking like it looks like very, I think there's one of them that is like nature-oriented. Like poetic, maybe? Or even agricultural could be a thing here. Although I think we might have gotten one of both of those. But that's really helpful. Okay. I don't know how I missed that. Oh, I might not have clicked this one because it doesn't actually have the stamp on the envelope. Well, that was a mistake. Okay. Can I look at this one? Oh, that's just another Vera stamp. This is Arch Aries. Oh, and then the unused memos, right. I wonder if there's anything in here that we care about. There's a safe on rank 10. I don't know if we've really followed through on that lead all the way. And there's Kuraca. Okay. All right, well, that was very much worth it, at least, to go in here for that nuance information. I mean, with 2 out of 4, we could still brute force it. It would just take a lot longer. But we have the means, I guess, now. Alright, I think this is pretty much office or bust here. What is this one? Oh, this is probably just trophy room again, isn't it? Okay, let's try to go for office again, I think. Let me redraw it one more time, because we're so close. This might be it. I think office is 2 gems, though. Laundry. Huh, we could power laundry room. Is there a trade we can make with that? Print some money, dude. There's gotta be a way, right? We got so many extra keys and gems, we can just turn those into coins, possibly? Swaps all of your gems with all your coins, swaps your keys with your gems, swaps your keys with your coins. Exchanges your steps with your gems. Exchange all of your stars with your allowance. Steps to gems, and then gems to coins. Oh, shit. That's crazy. But now the steps to get back to showroom. Do we have enough? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Y'all ever have 119 gems? Oh my god. Okay, wait. And now can we just do this again? Yeah? Oh, dude. Next level gaming. Big time. That's what we get for being wealthy in all counts. All right. We fucking did it, man. We found the way. That rules. Oh, not the literal way, though, unfortunately. That's definitely the first time I've gotten real value out of Laundromat, yeah, which I always knew it would be good. It just requires the right circumstances, and we finally found it. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anything else to do. I don't think so. I don't know if we would have had the steps if we couldn't have figured that out, too. I think we might have been a little short here. Although we did have running shoes, I guess, which is... maybe it would have been enough to save me. Hell yeah! Trophy of Wealth! Alright. That's great, dude. Plus, of course, now we've got... the Moon Pendant, and we're going to go to Break Room for the end of this day, and we've got a mail delivery for tomorrow. Nice. Rewatch the Visions for clues? That's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, I want to consider that. I really want to do one more schoolhouse day, though, to A, maybe have another shot at the final exam, and B, get y'all to direct my eyeballs to where they actually need to go so I can find whatever the hell I'm missing for that information. Oh, yeah, I guess we should check the workshop one more time, too, shouldn't we? Did we get anything else? Right. One more thing. I'm very glad we have the steps again for this. I almost forgot I wanted to set something on fire. So, back to the workshop we go. And... oh, that's going to require the roundabout way, isn't it? Okay. And I'll go do some arson. Just some quick casual arson. Clipped and sent to the FBI. My brother in Christ, I'm a Twitch streamer. I started out on the list. I'm at the top of the list. There we go. We'll try some other combinations here, too. I might as well try to rule some other stuff out. I don't know what the hell else it could be at this point, man. I feel like I've looked for every possible combination of things. Like, we got all those. Is there something else with lever and battery pack? I don't think so. Shoes and battery. There we go. Go supersonic. I was sure it was going to be some kind of combination from the showroom stuff, too. I don't think it is that, though. As far as I can tell, they don't have any interactions with anything. Yeah, nothing there. No key card combos. Nothing with the shoes. Nothing with the purse. I don't know, man. That's another trophy, too, isn't it? To be able to put together all the workshop contraptions. So that's really important. I just have no idea what the hell they're looking for. Okay, anyway. We're going out. We're headed to... I'm actually thinking I might be able to get there through Foundation faster, but I think it's better to go the other way. Oh, wait. To get to the place I want to go, I might not be able to get there right now. I think the minecart's blocking it. I think we'd have to access it via either tomb or fountain, unfortunately. I might as well just tell you. It's downstairs. We could just go. Yeah, let's just go there. We got plenty of steps for it anyway. Might as well go check. But I might have to do either tomb or I might have to try to drain fountain again to make this a possibility. Well, we'll go take a look at the very least. I might as well grab this too now that I don't have to worry about the draft. Am I weird for wondering what the ceiling looks like in many of these rooms? You're probably onto something. It's an easily ignored section. I'm also like, this has been a theory I've had from the very beginning, but I swear there's something going on with this statue out in the courtyard on the east wing. Something fishy about it, dude. What's up with the ceiling? Hilarious. Oh. That's just for fun, huh? Okay, I appreciate that. Well, if you can destroy one, it stands to reason, right? There's someone just fixed that. Got the vase reassembling team. That's the first responders, right? Yeah, they're the priority hires. Or rehires, I guess. Man, we've been at this day for a bit, apparently. I still have yet to, like, truly test the threshold of how long they're willing to let me go on any given day. Could very well be doing that today. We tested that, Jake, the sit in the den for 10 minutes theory that was based on the room 8 puzzle, but didn't do anything. Okay, so yeah, the thing I want to do is behind this. I really thought it was going to let me squeeze through the minecart, dude. That'd be so funny. There's a door back here that we saw a long time ago, and it actually has one of the sigil solutions in it, but it's one of the sigils that we've already solved, and also has what I appear to be the ruby socketed candles. So if we can get either tomb or empty/drain fountain again, we can go back that way and check out that room and hopefully be able to find either the torch or the magnifying glass metal detector combo again. I might actually keep it now that we have Moon Pendant too. That would be super convenient. So what I'm going to do now is, because we got 2 of the 4 for Nuance, I figure I might as well try to get the solve here. Because there's only so many combinations we can have as a result of having 2 locked in, or at least being pretty sure about 2 of them. No, not the red door, Narya. It's a different thing over there. Red door's just past this hallway. Not sure if it's a console thing, but I've had a day be over 40 hours in game time without being forced to call it. That's crazy. Okay, so it's probably just as long as you want to go then. Does it do like an extended day-night cycle, Baddix, or is it just like an endless night? Okay, anyway. Let's give this a try. Endless night, yeah, that makes sense. So the 2 that we have for damn near certain now that we saw that postage stamp are aviation, which is the kind of sunrise pattern. The top 5 lines, so let's do that. There we go. The green border, which is the dashed lines. There they are. Okay, so now it's pretty much just guesswork. So, looking at the weather options here, we have normal, foggy, heat, rainy, stormy, snow, and windy. I think it's perfectly reasonable to assume that a place with aviation travel would be particularly windy. So I think we go ahead and lock that in for now. Oh, crap. Yeah, I was clicking that one. What the hell? I guess I was going to have to change the border again anyway. Windy is the one big curved line, not the wavy line. There we go. Okay. And now I think we just try all the motes and see if windy is indeed the solution. So we'll just cycle through them all, and we can rule that out at the very least. Thankfully, this doesn't actually change anything else. Okay. I don't really need to take note of this, given that it's just going to rule out windy entirely. Oh, right. Shit. Yeah, good point. We forgot to set the correct border color again. I don't actually know, Darkatam. I assume it's probably all one solution. I feel like it'd be insane if it was unique to the file. Okay, anyway, here we go. We'll just start here. That's always the same solution. Okay, yeah, that'd be crazy if it was unique to the player for sure. This is all correct, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Well, all that we're assuming we know, at least. Hey, nice! It was windy. Awesome. Alright, so just for my own sake, we're going to mark that down as windy weather for Nuance, and that moat for culture is Marshall. Really, that's not what I expected. Okay. So here's what this looks like now, if you're curious, for what we've marked down for the region. So now all that's left is Arch Aries. I mean, I feel like I might as well try it. Ah, yes. The green blimps of Nuance. By far my favorite realm I have visited during this trip, but I have always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Kuraca or the beaches of Morajai. Okay, so that tells me he went to Nuance after he went to Morajai and Kuraca. So maybe Nuance was last? Nuance after Kuraca. So I think it was Morajai, Kuraca, or no, Morajai, Vera, MJ to V to C to N, maybe? That seems right. Perhaps I'm just letting my childhood love of Dirigiblocks mention compromise my objectivity. From the shops I have visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's really neat. I like that vase. It's great art too, man. It's so cool. Yep, time to solve the Morajai. Puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had in the ports of Morajai. Green tiles were introduced with an ability that allowed them to instantly jump across the board, representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. When green tiles are pressed, that tile swaps with the opposite tile on the far side of the box. Okay. Cool. Alright, so again, looking at this. As far as I know, Arch Aries also is by train and has stormy weather. So, I mean, we did just manage to figure out Nuance with only 2 things, so let's give it a try. So the first 2 that we know do our Stormy Ray style, which is the jagged line. And this one, right? Cool. We have the train, which is... How many lines is that? That is the Y symbol again, or the Y shape. So that is this one. There we go. Nice. Okay. Cannot really put together the other 2 as easily, unfortunately. It's now occurring to me that the only reason we were really able to figure out Nuance is because we kind of came to a logical conclusion about the weather. But it's kind of difficult for us to fill in a logical conclusion about the culture of Arch Aries at this point, I'd say. Although, it is kind of reasonable to assume, based on the fact that each moat has only shown up once. Right, yeah, the moats have not been reused. So, it's possible that we can go process of elimination there. Oh, true. Marshall was a duplicate. That's... Yeah, right. I hadn't considered the Fen Aries one because I crossed it out, but Fen did have Marshall as well. Okay, so we can't do that then. Shoot. Yeah. Also, I remember reading a note, which again could just be a lie, but I do remember seeing a note that said two of the regions share colors. Like, 2 regions have the same color, which also complicates things here. I mean, we could just also just try this. That would be very funny if that was just it. Yeah, I don't remember what color the note was either, so yeah, very, very likely could have been misleading. Just wanted to sneak over and see if I could just see the color over there. Yeah, I mean, we saw the stamp, and I think that was one of the ones that was like, yeah, like I have it in my notes here that the stamp looks white to me. Which, unfortunately, the stamps are not exactly reliable as far as determining the region colors, because the Kuraca stamp was like a deep blue, where the Kuraca colors were orange, so... Yeah, it's not exactly reliable either. Well, let's roll with this theory for now, so we can at least test a couple of things. Let's go with the notion that there are no repeats of colors or moats, and just try a unique combination here. So, looking at the border colors, we have not done... Let's see, we've done black, red, violet, orange, white, pink, and green. Which leaves yellow. So let's try yellow for the border color here. And then we'll just go ahead and try all the moats with that, I guess. We might as well rule it out. Oh, duh, right, yeah, that's not gonna... Just keep hitting the button, it'll work eventually. I also don't remember which one I started on. Probably would have been wise to note that. There we go! Wow! We did it! Okay, we should note again, though, what this is. So, it is indeed yellow. Arch Aries is yellow, apparently. And the culture moat is... industrial. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. With the trainways. Fuck yeah, brute force. Yes, indeed. Whatever works, man. We got enough pieces, and that'll do it. Sick. Yeah, very industrial. We arrived here after a few days of sailing, and it made me realize how much more convenient it would have been in the old days when the railway tracks extended all the way north. Arch Aries is a destination with which I am well acquainted, having traveled here countless times on business for Cinca. This time, however, I will avoid the familiar towns and factories and will instead trek along the northern coast, an area with which I am wholly unfamiliar. Very important information here straight away. Oh, also I'm just now realizing, yeah, this is very clearly industrial on the postage stamp, dude. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Baer, the thing that pissed me off about Nuance is all the colors are unique and all of the modes are unique except Nuance's. Goddamn. Okay, anyway. Other important piece of information here is they sailed to Arch Aries. And Arch Aries is the north section of the East continent, meaning that they came to Arch Aries from either Nuance, Vera, Morajai, or Kuraca, and I am under the impression right now that Nuance was the last place they visited from those 4 places. So I think it goes... I actually think I might have the order here. Hold on a second. I have what I could go with a working theory order here of Fen, Araja, Morajai, Vera, Kuraca, Nuance, Arch Aries, and then back to Fen. I don't know if that's right, but I feel like that's worth a try at least. The very first realm, they introduce a new color to the traditional monochromatic tiles of the box. Given the number of ship routes and trade relationships between the 2 realms, this is not surprising. Fittingly, the variation itself was based on the brass compasses manufactured in Arch Aries that were often traded to sailors in exchange for the valued Morajai puzzle boxes. Cool. Yeah, again, just much more interested in doing other things here. Let's go, dude. Yet another trophy. Holy shit. Crushing it. This is a cool trophy, too. I like having the sigil symbols on there in a little halo. Let's go, dude. The trophy of sigils. In recognition of visiting 8 realms in 8 months. The confusion here is, so yeah, it says 8 realms in 8 months, right? But the difference being Arja Aries is no longer a place, which is, I believe, the first one here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this little, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. But yeah, this is the Arja Aries chamber, which became Fen Aries. You can even see on my notes here, Fen conquered Arindia. That's what I believe that's what the slideshow is showing. And also that is outlined in the first edition History of Arindia book. Okay. What a fucking day, huh? Day 87. One for the books. That's all the sigils done. And I'm only now realizing that didn't do anything. That actually didn't do anything. I really thought that would do something. We got a trophy for it, which is awesome, but otherwise they're just all open now. And I mean, we got a lot of information. I guess this is essentially the only way you're able to solve the Room 46 puzzle, it turns out. Okay, so in typical puzzle game fashion, it provided us an additional solution. So, okay, it didn't do nothing, but it didn't give me, like, you know, a Tommy gun or something. I guess is what my fucking caveman brain is wishing for. Also, we'll knock out a stretch break in a minute here. I am cruising, dude. I'm gonna keep this momentum. Foundation would get us there, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, we're going to go up to the manor. I'm going to go try this solve, and if this isn't it, then we should be able to figure it out. Because I think we have all the information we need for that now. I just haven't maybe pieced it together in the correct order. I think the big issue is, like, I'm pretty sure he goes from Fen to Araja, because that would just make sense, because there's no reason he's going to go back to the corner. It'd just be a weird way to route the trip, you know? But then, actually, come to think of it, going from Araja to Morajai is pretty complicated. I might... maybe that's not it. It'll honestly probably help a lot to even just, like, look at the map while we're talking about this to see what kind of logical paths we can draw. True, yeah, it does give us a lot of more information about how to actually solve the Morajai boxes as well, which unfortunately just makes me even more certain that, that we're not nearly done interacting with those things. Okay. Let's give this a try. So we are starting in Fen, which is right there. We're going to go to Araja next. Then we're going all the way up to Morajai. We're going to take Morajai over to Vera, which is here. Ooh, actually, maybe it goes Kuraca to Vera. That would be a swap I could make. Vera, Kuraca for now. And then Nuance, which I'm pretty sure is this one. Up to Arch Aries. And then back to Fen. That is apparently incorrect. I'm assuming it would react somehow if we got it right. So what if we swap these two? Also not it. Okay. What if we did this? I mean, that looks reasonable. Maybe I need to go reread all the letters. That would probably do me some good here. Could have sworn he had one of the postcards in this room, too. I might have screenshotted him, actually. Yeah, that's a good call. Let me check. Of course, I've still failed to organize things at all here. I don't think I actually screenshotted it, which is a problem. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Oh, hold on. I have the... Oh, I have the last one. But we know that okay, so this last one confirms that the last location is indeed Fen, which it stands to reason that he started from Fen as well. So yeah, we're pretty sure that the 1st and 8th ones are Fen. So that does eliminate a lot of the variability, thankfully. Okay, so then it's probably best for me to determine whether or not he actually went to Araja next. So it might be in the Araja chamber. I don't think they were dated. No, I feel like that would make it way too easy. The top left one is Kuraca. So this is Kuraca. This is Morajai. This is Vera. This is Nuance. This is Araja. This is Fen Aries. And this is Arch Aries. Oh, this. I don't think that's a realm. Yeah, that's just a random island. Same with this. And these two and those two. There's just scattered islands that are probably just part of the other ones. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that one.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Orion Bow. Thank you very much for the 13 months. Welcome back in. Appreciate the bear hugs for him as well. Thank you for the resub. I'm going to go try to reread the Araja postcard because I want to determine if we can find out whether he went there from any particular place. And I think I have the steps to just go do that again, actually, which is fucking crazy. This must be the longest day we've had in the game, and it's probably not even close. This has been a hell of a day today. Yeah, we basically still have like our full starting set of steps. And then let's not leave immediately after I find that out, because I think I should reread maybe all of them just to refresh my memory on what's going on. Yeah, screenshotting them all is probably wise too. Just to have the reference. Because I think it's a bad assumption to think we're done using this information too. We know that this order is incorrect at least, but I guess I don't need to mark that off yet. Hell of a day, man. I do want to remind everybody, it feels like we've all of a sudden just like flown through so much progress. This was the result of quite a lot of time that I spent offline looking into like every nook and cranny of the things that we've found so far to get the information that I did get. Okay, we're looking at Araja now, which is this one, right? I have to constantly check my notes about this shit. No, this is the one. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I did enjoy the process. Yeah, it was satisfying to be able to actually like find more information than I thought was present. I was a little disappointed that there has not been a drop of rain during my time here, as every Arajan story I've ever heard has begun with rain. I suppose the anecdotes I make on this trip will have to do without that flavorful setting. However, even without the rain, the puddles and ponds that dot the countryside make this place feel different than home. Yeah, I did. I was going to do that, actually. Maybe even just after the fact offline real quick. I was just going to fill in the remaining spreadsheet stuff. I guess I could just do that now, too. Oh, I should reread those ones as well to see if there's any indication of where he's going next from Fen. Let's go ahead and look at these two again real quick, too. And let me also note down what we got for these ones. So Fen was travel by road. Okay. And then weather here, I believe that's foggy. Indeed. Foggy London town. We'll go read the postcard again. Oh, this is right, the last one, yeah, okay. That doesn't matter. So this must be the first one then. Which I guess also is probably not going to tell me much. The objective was simple enough, but in what order, what route, and where to start? Questions like these are the ones I tend to ignore, as my planning has never been my strong suit. Oh, this is the first one, right? Yeah, okay. I have departed, forsaking both map and plan, and as it happens, the road has taken me south. It seems fitting to begin the journey by visiting a fragment of the Old Kingdom, a landmark as black in realm as it is in name, and a story I feel closely connected to. The Black Bridge of Reddington. I mean, he said he's going south, so that must be Araja, right? South is the only thing south of Fen Aries is Araja. So I think that's right. I would be very surprised if it wasn't. Okay. So we have Fen into Araja is pretty certain. So where does he go from Araja? He doesn't say. I guess we'll try reading this one again. Or did I already do this again? I think I did, didn't I? Getting all mixed up, dude. Arrived here through. Okay, right. Yeah, the Arch Aries one after a few days of sailing. Man. I really think it's got to be either coming from Nuance or Morajai. Let's go back to the Morajai postcard. Which is this one. After a short sea voyage, sneak away tomorrow. Blah, blah, blah. Short sea voyage. Really tells me that Morajai actually might be after Kuraca. You know what? I bet it's just logical. I bet it's just a big fucking circle, man. Because that would be the most reasonable thing to do. So we probably went from Fen to Araja, to Nuance, to Vera, to Kuraca, to Morajai. I think I just had those two flipped. I'm pretty sure this is going to be right now. I think I did it in a big circle, but I think I did it the wrong circle. I think I did the opposite circle. That's what I'm saying, is I think I flipped Nuance and Morajai for that. He had already been to both Kuraca and Morajai by the time he got to Nuance, though. So that can't be it. What the fuck, dude? The way he phrases it at the end as he says he's looking across the Eastern Sea, it really sounds like he's anticipating going back that direction. Which is basically how I had it before. Come back and look at Kuraca again, I guess. And I was gonna screenshot these myself, but then I was like, dude, someone's already done that. Like, I can just... I don't think it's cheating for me to just, like, look it up and just, like, look at all the postcards that I've already found. I'm sure someone's got them organized online somewhere. He came from Vera to Kuraca. Kuraca is after Vera, without a doubt. That is certain. But then I think it makes a lot of sense for him to go to Morajai after that. What if it's... Vera, what if he goes Fen, Araja, skips over Nuance for some reason, goes straight to Vera, then Kuraca, then Morajai, then Nuance, then Arch, then Fen. Maybe. Maybe. Let's try that. I think that at least fits all the criteria that we've established. And then if that's not it, I might just try a different trail of breadcrumbs for a second. Well, Fen after Nuance because Fen is the last one. So that makes sense too. I'm pretty sure this fits all of our criteria. Let me just double check I've got the right thing written down though. So it's going to be Fen, Araja, Vera, Cora, MJ, Nuance, Arch, Fen. I think that's right. But I don't know. Day 87, dude. God damn. In it for the long haul here. Gotta remember to end in the break room, too. Another casual 10 steps, by the way. There's a bunch of fruit still left in the house as well. I could keep this one going for a while, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we gotta go check the crate tunnel as well. Okay. So, we're going Fen, Araja. Let me just take these off again to make it easier. Except we know these ones are right. Okay, Fen, Araja, and then Vera, which is this guy. And then Kuraca, which is this guy. And then Morajai, and then Nuance. I really thought that was it. Why doesn't this work? I think I just need to, like... Yeah, I don't think I want to spend any more time on this on stream. I think I might want to take a look at that one in my own time. For now, let's go down to the tunnel and see if we can notice a meaningful difference. Obviously, still a pretty goddamn good day, all things considered. Gotta remember to end in break room if I can. Might actually need to swing by a couple of the other rooms and see if I can find those steps. I don't know if we've gone through these ones yet. I also don't think I bought out the... Oh, no, I did. Okay. Also pretty sure we went through here, turns out. There we go. Probably don't need it still, but might as well be safe. Middle of the goddamn night, dude. I think it's actually 1 a.m. in-game. That's crazy. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Toasty, maybe. Should pay more attention to the travel methods. Oh, right, we don't actually have the light source this time either. Dude, there's so many crates. There's so many more crates to remove. Jesus Christ. Alright. I have to work on that, I guess. You know, we might actually be pretty close to the 8 trophies. If we can get the final exam tomorrow, and I mean, that's a lofty goal to be able to pass that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need Trophy of Invention. We need 5 more parlor games. Or we need to ace the exam. Or we could do the drafting strategy sweepstakes too, which is actually something I might be able to do tomorrow as well. So that'll be our objective for tomorrow. We either... well, there's 3 things I guess we could try to pursue. We can get the classrooms and then just go for the final exam again. We can do... Oh, I just completely lost my train of thought. We can try to get the workshop items, or we can try to draft 20 dead ends. All of which are equally pursuable in my mind. Yeah, 5 more parlors is going to take a while. So I don't know if I necessarily want to go for that one. Here's that sigil piece, by the way, if you were curious. Put part of it together for us. Okay. Oh, I've already passed break room. Whoops. All right, dude. Heck of a day. Heck of a day. Let's do one more. Oh, and then the other thing we need to try that I completely forgot about. 2 other things, actually. Man, we have a lot of leads at the moment. And the castle puzzle. There's like 6 things we can pursue at this point, which is crazy. But I want to try to light the candles in that underground room. And, oh, and then knock out the wall in the back of the closed exhibit with the power hammer. So, you know, all that stuff. If I can just go ahead and remember all those things on the fly, that'd be great. Oh yeah, we have a delivery today. Nice. That's a really strong start. Holy shit. Thank you, game. Oh, we have our moon pendant today as well. Kept ornate compass and the lockpick and coupon book. Damn. Ornate compass start is crazy, dude. Okay. Let's go see if we get the schoolhouses here. Or the classrooms, I guess. 2 keys, key card, 4 gems, and 67 gold. With a coupon book, yeah. And the key card and the compass. Jesus. Absolutely stacked today. Okay, no schoolhouse. We can rotate floor plans, which is hilarious. Oh, I think that might have wasted a compass charge, though, but oh well. Kind of feel like maybe trading post today. Yeah, I might be able to get some good stuff out of that. Metal detector, compass, allowance token for the ornate compass. Damn, I might actually have to do that at the end of this run. I better keep a key card. Getting the normal compass for coupon book honestly feels like a great deal to me. Let's do that. Oh, shit. Yeah. Because I want to get the power hammer. Nice. Good deal. Okay. All right, so we're looking for battery pack and lever again. And then trying to get behind closed exhibit if possible. I guess study's actually pretty good here, isn't it? Yeah, one of the few times I'll use this. Oh, cool. This leaves the safe open now. Oh, I wonder if that... I noticed there was an update today. I wonder if the update makes it so that all of your safes remain open now. That'd be neat. That'd be really convenient. Okay, anyway. I think we maybe just go with the chapel here. That was one of the changes for today. That's a good choice. I think that's for the best. It's a nice quality of life thing for players this deep into it. Most important update is if you added the arcade. Oh, man. Dirigibles one day, dude. Oh, I can't take it here because I can't get behind it. Okay, well, I guess we gotta hope it shows up again. I like observatory there, too. I would love some Praise Henry as well, yeah, if you got it. Northern Cross, sure. Or Southern Cross, I guess. Yeah, I could have rotated it, but I wanted to send it into the corner so I could use this spot. Ooh, let's do lab again and see if I can get box removal again here. Yeah. Come on, buddy. Maybe log into security here as well. Remove a crate from the tunnel. For each different antechamber lever you pull, this would count the north lever, so we could get one guaranteed. At most, it would be, I guess, like 7 or 8. But I think we could just go crazy on the bedrooms today, too. Yeah. This seems best. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do our security thing, too. Not allowed to go crazy in the bedrooms on Twitch. I'm risking it all for blueprints, man. TOS be damned. High security. There we go. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, well, no, we got a little bit more setup to do, actually, first. Gotta get those early rank rooms. There's the workshop, yeah. Cool. Magnifying glass away from doing that now. Hey, thank you, Coke. Appreciate that. Glad you're into it. Alright, gotta get the bedrooms going now. Let's do it. Oh, nice. Nice paradise. Okay. All right, we've got one bedroom. Keep looking for more. Trying to get over to the wall again here. Weight room's pretty good, I guess, right now. It's not terrible. I do have the lockpick kit for the Great Hall. Plus, I can just ignore the left door from that. I don't really care about the antechamber lever there either. Kurt, if you are currently a YouTube member, then you have a chance now to be entered into the drawing already. I'm pulling from the list of existing members. So all current members are eligible for that DD1 YouTube series. Hey, that's convenient. Cool. All right. There's another bedroom. Might as well take it. And a compass. Nice. I was even considering trading for this earlier. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and go out of Foundation to save ourselves the key there. Praise Henry. Weight room again, huh? All right, I guess. Fine. That does hurt, though. Yeah, definitely not nearly as concerned about the antechamber today. Although I guess we could get another allowance if we make it in there. Probably just grab the key, I guess. trying to allow for the most opportunities to draft the closed exhibit in the center so we can get behind it. Passageway there is pretty good. But we don't really need that, actually. I think we can get away with this, in fact. And then let me go back over this way for now. Yeah. Gonna need to find... Oh, right. Shit. I don't know why I thought I could get into Foundation from here. I guess we'll just use a key or two for this. It's probably fine. Oh, that sucks. Break room again. Yeah, that sounds good. Just doing these for a laugh at this point, I guess. 2, 4, or no, 2, 1, 3, 9. Okay. 4, negative 4 squared is 16. Oh, Jesus. 4 squared flipped is 61, minus 10, 51, minus 20, 31, and it's down to 1. Okay. Sweet. Ah, closed exhibit on the wall again, dude. God damn it. Well, I guess that's not making it any less likely that we get it to show up in the middle. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, sweet. We got the magnifying glass. Okay, so now we can make that combo thing again. All we need is to either... Well, we don't have tomb today, so it's going to have to be drafting the pump room so that we can drain fountain. Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Dan. I guess I could have rotated the exhibit. Yeah, it turns out, I suppose we don't have to necessarily have it in the middle, do we? Great point. As long as we can get behind it, that's all that matters. Spare terrace makes sense here. We don't really need to save the gems, though, it turns out. Let's do that, yeah. You can't rotate a room so the door leads out of the mansion. Okay, I guess that wouldn't work then. That makes sense. There's pool. This would get us closer to pump room. Finish the game, but ruin any sense of meaningful progression for myself by looking up the information online. I'm doing my damnedest to avoid that for myself, Mr. Tazingo. Yeah, and it's led to quite a bit of frustration, but I am thankfully still finding new leads right now. Plus, I've got the subtle encouragement of Twitch chat on my side, so that's saving me a lot of headache. Alright, there's a crate removed. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we can get behind it. So now we need to try desperately to find battery pack and handle, which means for the most part we're just looking for anything like an attic or a walk-in closet, any kind of rooms that provide items. Okay. We also need steps. And I probably ought to do treasure trove, but I don't want to because it makes me... I dislike this room because the clues make me so mad. So even though it's probably a good idea to take it, I'm not gonna. Although I might later. Takes care of the steps for now, at least. That's a pretty goddamn good passageway. I think I'll take that. Although the courtyard's actually arguably better. And we could save the passageway for later. Oh, gems are covered. Incredible reasoning. Yep, I'm full of it. Hey, aquarium's a bedroom. Nice. Another crate removed. That is not another bedroom. I think I'll use a gem to redraw and see if I can find a bedroom here. Or that. That does get us a chance at the lever or the battery pack again.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Trakagrissa! Bear hugs, please. Thanks for the 53 months. Welcome back in. Appreciate it. As of last Monday, I've now got a little buddy to rewatch all your DD runs with once he gets old enough. Nice. That's awesome. Congrats. Welcome to the new edition, the very newest edition of the Bear Pile. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I should take this because this will give me a better chance at finding the lever and the battery pack. Nice. Okay. I'd forgotten I'd done that. And how are we looking on the meal here? I think this is the one that wants the trophy room? Oh, boiler room. Do I have a boiler room? I don't think I do already, do I? No, I don't. I might want to wait on that. Yeah, I might be able to get that. No, I'm still trying to make that last contraption. Another good reason to have the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. Oh yeah, that's a great use for passageway. Let's do that. I think I opened the south door, right? With the weight room? So the vestibule works here. Yeah, sure. Hooray, allowance. All right. Hopefully this is kind. Nice. Cloister here as well. Very good. Yes, please. Might even upgrade the main course before we eat it today. I wonder if we could work out what one of the components of the last contraption is by comparing the numbers in the book that lists how many use each item. Is that a thing? Because probably, if that's the case, that seems reasonable. Ooh, freezer again. I think I should go for bedrooms up here still. I think you're right, Toasty. Yeah, that does sound familiar. Music room would be pretty good here, too. We're running low on keys, actually. This might give me a secret garden, which could help us out a little bit. Prism does make another bedroom a possibility, I guess. Plus, I just like this song. Oh, I forgot the lockpick shit. How the heck am I gonna find this stuff, man? I think I better take this just to be able to get it out of the draft. Also, the other key is nice. That helps. Is that it? Okay. Guessing garage. Which isn't terrible. Probably solve our key situation for the day. Yeah, I'm into it. Something else? I swear battery pack shows up in here sometimes. Maybe I'm making that up, though. Yeah, I might be able to get her ladyship's chamber here, too. Should probably try for that. Oh, pantry gets us the boost to the main course. Nice. Oh, I got it in the trunk once. That's right. Yeah, now I remember. So if I could find car keys, maybe I could get something out of that. Yeah, I don't need that either. Kitchen works, I guess. Another Her Ladyship's Chamber opportunity here. Thank you. Can hold off on that for now. Don't need the shop. Let's do Secret Passage to guarantee the bedroom spawns. That seems smart. I'm running low on gems again, unfortunately. Oh, this is kind of fun. We could double our money today. Oh, wait, no, we have aquarium. Never mind. I could gain gems from walk-in closet. I might need those. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, good point, Tass. Yeah, I should have done bunk room for the double experiment. I didn't even think about it. Oh, damn, dude. I wonder if I can go back to the observatory and get that effect still. That'd be cool. Oh, neat. It keeps this open. Nice. It's still trying to tell us something from this, too, isn't it? For the blessing of the monk stuff. Okay. Another very pleasant song. Yeah, we tried drafting Antechamber and Room 46 in there. Neither of which yielded anything all that crazy apart from the deed, which I still don't really know how to interpret. You jerk. You jerk. Try again. You jerk. I guess I could just go this way, yeah. I don't know why I'm insisting on going that way. Oh, that's why. Right. God damn it. Come on now. There we go. Okay, we're still desperately on the hunt for lever and for battery pack. That is informing all of our choices here. Also, bedrooms are good. Pump room also allows us to drain the fountain. And we can already do the fire thing, so I should do this today at the very least. Plus, we can also go these ways still and draft this way, so we're good. Yeah, I think this makes sense. That's a strange dig spot. Take a key, though. That's awesome. Okay, we are draining fountain, which I think is going to mean we have to refill pool, unfortunately, but I'm probably okay with that. There's a key or a coin sitting around here somewhere, I guess. There you are. Alright, yeah, we're draining fountain into pool. So, first things first, we send pump water into pool, like so. Or tank water into pool. I like to believe I understand this at this point. guess we'll find out again pretty quick. This is going into here, and then we hit the fountain button. Might have to put a little more into reservoir too, actually. Oh, no, I think we got it. Alright, well that's something. And now we need to draft, actually. Let me make sure I do this. Because we need to make sure we draft something that... I think we need the door to show up adjacent to the closed exhibit. And the armory does just that. Sweet. Yeah, that works, dude. Cool. Well, I guess we don't need to actually make the magnifying glass metal detector thing anymore. Got that covered. Oh, interesting. Reveal tripwire. Lower barrier. Oh. What does this do, though? Oh, shit. Three seconds. Damn it. I couldn't see the lasers, dude. Can I reset again? This is a very convenient place to have a bedroom. Okay, so I guess I just have to do this and then be quick. Oh, I think it's... Okay, so the lasers go away when I hit that button. Go, 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 go. I got it? I got it. I got it. If there's not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw floor plans. Also useful for rehearsing museum burglary. Cool. Okay. Thanks, guys. Huh. A familiar red paper crown. Okay. Cool. Well then. I suppose now I just go draft more bedrooms, right? Or try to, anyway. I'll go ahead and Night Shield this, actually. Boiler room does add to the value of our meal. Which I suppose I could care about. I don't think I even really need the steps that much anymore, though. I guess I might as well, right? And I don't care about the prism key here, do I? This is another chance at trying to get the lever and the pack. Yeah, I thought maybe it had something to do with throne room. Maybe if I bring a crown into the throne room that does something. Got a few chances at that now, at least. I Can I already go up here from there? So yeah, I think we go ahead and take this. Yeah, it's another ivory dye, okay. Yeah, it's very difficult to find... Oh, wait, no. I guess I don't actually need those things anymore, I just realized. Because I thought I needed the power hammer for this, but I don't. So those don't matter anymore. So actually, we just care about bedrooms at this point. Because we're going to go try the fire thing with the torch. So let's just go get some bedrooms, I guess. Okay. Also dig this. Dig this. Ah, I ruined my 44444. Okay. Try the crown in the workshop. Yeah, I guess it's worth a shot, right? Might as well. Yeah, we can also go grab dinner if I have to. I don't think I even need the steps today, though. I mean, I guess I might as well. That's like a 70-step meal, I think, isn't it? Weight Watchers would be pissed. 60 steps from the country stew pie. Holy cow. And just for fun. Mm-hmm. Okay. I had the lunchbox already, yeah. I already ate my lunch, Mom! God! Do I care about the antechamber lever? I don't think so. I have to praise Henry a little extra today, too. Alright, we've got our fountain path to the back room here. At least get to put this theory to the test, and then we'll go finish our draft, see how many bedrooms we can get, and then we'll go check on the tunnel again. Hooray. I also still want to drain the reservoir at some point, too, and go check out the rest of those chests down there. So here's what I was talking about. Yes, indeed, these can be lit. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, hello. Oh, shit. After waiting the better part of 3 weeks for the equipment to be carefully hoisted down the cliffside one piece at a time, the wait is finally over. Oh, I think we already read this one. Today we begin our formal foray into the mountain and begin excavation of the first tunnel, the first of many. To prevent future delays, Thomas Sinclair has generously volunteered to install a freight lift to facilitate both personnel transport. However, after seeing his ornate designs, one can't help but feel the Baron's delicate taste might be better suited for the ballroom crowd. Regardless of my particulars, I'm sure my crew won't object to riding down the tunnels in fashionable style. Okay. Okay. This gets us back over to the chess area. So now, I believe we'll be able to navigate all around the underground without impediment. That's cool. Okay. Neat. I wonder if I can take the elevator back up from here now. plummet off the cliff. Nope. Damn. Okay. Well, that's cool. There is a castle move in Chess Doodle, yeah, and in fact, I feel like that probably has something to do with solving that puzzle. Haven't really followed through on that all that much yet. Yet another solve for the Arinda sigil, by the way. There's also still this. Broken map with a mysterious message. Alright, neat. I think now what I will do is go finish our draft, try to get as many bedrooms as possible, go back to pump room, try my damnedest to drain reservoir, if I can. Looks like the crown is not actually available for the workshop either. Unfortunately. Yeah, nothing doing here. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, let's go finish the draft real fast. Praise Henry. That's going to be a dead end here. Hopefully a bedroom. Probably worth spending the dice to try to find them as well. Oh, what does this do again? Oh, I think it looks for a red room if it doesn't have a red room available, right? Which is interesting. Still no bedroom here. We have a lot of gems we could use still, too, if I wanted. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Alright, that should have removed 2 crates. I would suspect. Yeah, looks like it did. Awesome. It gives you a reroll if your first draft doesn't contain any red rooms. Okay, cool. Just a freebie then, I guess. And then most likely adds to the odds of getting another one, I guess. Or getting one at all. Okay, hopefully this will provide us one more dead-end bedroom here. Love that band. Try a redraw. Try a redraw. Try a redraw. Try a redraw. There we go. Yeah, I love that the safes are just open now, dude. That's a really nice quality of life change. I'm glad they did that. All of a sudden, the speed runs are going to be a lot easier, huh? Oh, I guess that's not really going to impact them, is it? Oh, well. Okay, and now we are going back to pump room to try to drain reservoir. Maybe we'll head back down there and use some keys and call it a day. Need to end in break room again as well. That was a patch today, actually, Ebony. Alright, sweet. Oh, I'm wrapping up in a second here, Moobot. I'll get nice and stretched out then. Yeah, I think we might have to bring the crown into the throne room. I don't know what the hell is going to happen if we manage to do that, but that does seem like a logical conclusion to draw. Alright, so we're going to try to put all of the fountain water back. And then drain reservoir if possible. Oh, right, yeah, we do have code check today. We can code check the crown. That's a great idea. Definitely do that. Okay, reservoir goes into pump 2, which is going to go into the first tank here. Nice. Oh yeah, that should be easy enough, I guess. Ooh, does it work on the shelter safe is a good question. Yeah, I certainly hope so. So I have definitely not bothered with that anymore. Just not worth it all. Okay, and then you go like this. Oh shit, no, 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 no. God damn it. That's obnoxious. Just have to reinforce for myself that I'm never truly proficient in the pump room. The shelter stays unlocked as well. That's nice. I'm really glad they changed that. One more quick shift. Although I am beginning to feel like this may just be welcoming more notes to infuriate me at the bottom of the reservoir. Okay, cool. Now over to walk in, or sorry, coat check right here. We will check our crown. We will go unlock a few more of the reservoir chests. And then we will come back up and call it a day in the break room. And what a day. What a dang day, dude. Look at me with the memory. Oh, wait. Right. No, we have to take Foundation down, though. Duh. Yeah, I'm just praising Henry more, I guess. Oh, yeah, good point. We should trade at the trading post at the end, too. Maybe be able to get some allowance out of it. In fact, I will almost certainly get some allowance out of it. Good call. Yeah, any day you got the trading post, might as well just go ahead and huck all the extra items in there for the chance of getting some permanent benefit. Yeah, absolutely got the steps for it, too. It's so weird how this doesn't feel nearly as far away anymore as it used to. Not nearly as inaccessible. Alright, let's do friggin' this one. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. I'm so glad I didn't have to deal with any of this nonsense. Green memos are lies. Right, that is a lie, isn't it? Man. Not really looking forward to having to engage more with any of that nonsense, if that's going to be a requirement. There's definitely places that the dev and I differ when it comes to our enjoyment of particular kinds of puzzles. This person really seems to like wordplay trickery and contradictory messages. Not that I'm not a fan of wordplay, but it's just the extent it's being used here is not my cup of tea. What am I doing? We're gonna go do the trading post, that's right. feel like those are just defect chests from the treasure trove. Very well could be, yeah. There's clearly so much more going on with that I've just refused to engage with in any level. Which will almost certainly come back to bite me, probably sooner than later, actually. Okay. See if we can find some allowance. Can indeed for that one. Silver key, coin purse, car keys. Actually, I wonder if... we could probably find the last thing we need to get. Let me trade for a few other items. Like, let's trade this, let's trade this. And let's go back to the workshop. Oh, compass for car keys, too. We might be able to find... compass might be one of the items I need, though. That might be an upgrade disc, but I guess I don't really care that much about that. Coupon book. Battery pack is... oh, it's just hard to know what to trade, though, is the thing. That maybe. Hall pass could be it as well. Prism key's not going to be buildable, so might as well try that. There's car keys again. I don't think torch combines with anything either, so we could do that, and then... okay. Okay, let's go open up the car trunk. And we'll swing by workshop, and we'll see if we can turn any of these things into contraptions that we might have missed. Alright, the salt. Combine with anything here? No. We know about these guys already. Compass battery pack we did already. Yeah, that's the electromagnet. Dowsing rod we've done. Oh. I don't think I've made that. Oh, shit. I think we got it. Yeah, buddy. Wow. What a crazy day. This is cute. Doubles all the money you find. Damn, dude, that's pretty good. I can't believe we've never made that. I guess those are two fairly uncommon items, huh? Okay. Awesome. I think we got 4 trophies today? 1, 2, 3. 3 trophies today. Which is ridiculous. Well, there we go. We've gotten 8 now, which means that we should be able to buy the blue tents from the gift shop. Which I'm guessing is not gonna be cheap. Okay. Anyway. Up to garage now. Where we will go hopefully grab another upgrade disc. Call that a goddamn day. Incredible day. Might cost a pig full of cash. Yeah, maybe that's our Henry opportunity. God damn it. Oh, that's funny. With the lockpick on it. Also, we burgled the crown, right? Yeah, sheesh. That doesn't do any good. Oh well. No, I don't think we got much left to do with the trading post. Although, I don't know, maybe the lucky purse is worth something, but I'm just done today. I think I'm good. Let me wrap there. I'm hungry, man. I gotta go get some lunch. He's a hungry bear. Alright, we've already checked the crown, right? Let's double check. Yes. Lucky person smash Pigo? No, I don't want to do that. We don't have the gift shop on the board today. We gotta wait until we get the gift shop on the estate. I think we're break room and we are good, man. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching another episode of Blueprints. And another huge shout out to all the YouTube members continuing to support for this series and everything else over on youtube.com/BaerTaffy. Yeah, we can donate a little more money to Henry too. Might as well set ourselves up for it. Thanks for leaving the likes on the video as well. Appreciate that support. See you next time for, hopefully, when I will have done even more homework and we'll be able to figure out what the heck's going on with the 8 Realms and 8 Days challenge. And maybe get some blue tents as well. Thanks to our 8 trophies. I'll see you then.